True. That
Yeah,
there's the Silas.
There we go.
Oh,
The
dude.
Silas and UNL rule has been broken.
Okay, can I
Not official
say
rule, just
I can't see. I don't know. I instantly favoring what am I trying to say here?
I don't know.
I'm instantly favoring Harvey's Angels. The Silas into the Nasus and the Ari and the Rakan and the Maokai on a Master Tier's main camp.
Yeah, it looks so rocky, especially when you think, he's got Milio Lucian. Like, the one thing that I will give to slashPause, they've got a lot of disengage with, like, the Wither, with the Maokai, and then Ezreal Ari can just hit you from, like, half a screen away.
Yeah.
And when your only ranged champion is Lucian, right? If Lucian can't hit, you don't do damage. Because if Lucian can't hit, Silas and Jax also can't hit.
The obligatory. No, this always happens. This always happens after a pause. The client needs to fix itself real quick. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
As far as open of the game, we see pretty standard. 5 points from both teams. Although we do see Chop the Farmer walking in a little bit aggressively to get the ward down. Ezzy here.
Ezzy.
Potentially
should just be able
to... Yeah, let's get a W out.
Yeah, relatively standard, relatively passive. Do you see the cull here on Rift Mark?
I love Rift Mark, man.
He's this guy, man.
The cull on. I mean, into the Nasus, I guess it does make sense. Not going to be fighting all that much, I imagine, especially with Chop. Chop isn't going to want to be playing towards a Nasus. He's going to be wanting to play towards someone that has damage.
He's gonna want to be playing. Yeah, he's gonna want to be playing towards the Ezreal and the Ari.
Yeah, definitely. So he's not too. So Rift isn't too susceptible to gank, so it makes sense that he's,
I do respect the confidence though from Rift Mark.
Me too. If I had to take a look at bot lane here, I imagine we're going to see Harvey's Angels looking to get level 2 priority, maybe going for a EQ, press the attack trade. We do have the Ignite on the Lucian, with the heal on the Melio. They're playing aggressive there, which makes sense.
Very aggressive.
They want the kills on the Lucian. I will say, Jin has a lot of his health here, and he does have the Doran's Ring. Harvey's Lucian...
It is a melee into range matchup, though. In the mid lane, you would expect Spores to get the better of the early trades.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, the Doran's Ring from Jenner is potentially a little bit ambitious, but, he's forward there. Jax has cleared his top side and is recalling immediately. Not sure what he's going to buy there.
Longsword.
Just a longsword. I guess that makes sense. I'm not... I guess it's a personal preference thing.
Yeah.
Chop is full clearing down to bot side. He's going to go in with the E, lands the E. W comes out. Pretty even trade, which is, I guess, good for him. He's the more kill aggressive champ of the two of them.
But does have the teleport, so no extra damage threat with an Ignite in the mid lane.
Yeah, that's true. Quite a slow bot lane, which I don't think... I think if I had to choose a side to favour for that, I would say the Ezreal, but I suppose we're not past the stage of the game where Lucian Milio has quite a bit of lane dominance.
I think Nuts and Ezzy just want to sit back and scale anyway, and the Ezreal is going to offer them the ability, because obviously we talked about the power of Void Grabs.
We say that, there is a fight here. The Rakan W's onto the Lucian, but it goes wide. The Lucian needs W forward and gets a bunch of damage onto the Ezreal. The Ignite comes out, but he doesn't quite die. No heal from the Ezreal, which is pretty manly. Can they stop the recall? I don't think it would have stopped it, but it does. But he does cancel.
Forces Nuts to stay.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll look for a dive here. But he does have the heal. The E comes out from Silas, and it does connect. The Q comes out, and the W, and the Conqueror stacks, and the auto attack, and the kill.
Yeah, that is just Junna Silas. What else can you really say?
Yeah. I mean, no potions popped by Ari. She does have the TP, so it doesn't lose too much from the wave crash.
Mm.
It's not looking great for slashPause, if I'm honest. Jax is here to help Jinna get the wave under so we can go for the recall.
Yeah. No chop. Could look for something here.
Doesn't play too aggressive.
But no,
The
they're gonna
Rakan W forward onto the Lucian, but nothing quite comes out of it.
A little bit of first strike gold there gained for Nuts. Gonna just top up that wallet a little bit, maybe get into a spike a bit sooner.
The health has equalized though, almost equalized. Chop instantly going for Void Grubs. We expected this would happen.
He's only going to be able to get one though.
I mean, honestly though, one is kind of good enough. I mean,
no, Hikes doesn't go for it.
I mean, what I'm confused about is they have vision on it. They have the vision, but Jax is just taking. They're not looking to contest. I guess top lane doesn't have any prior. To be fair, that means that all 3 grubs go to slashPause.
Yeah.
That's a surprising play considering they had the wards. And I guess Silas maybe didn't have a great timer. Well,
that trade's depressing if you're Spores.
Yeah, Jesus.
11 and you're taking like 70% of your health bar against. Yeah. I feel like if Yuna had the level 6 for that trade, he just steals the Spirit Rush and kills Spores. Almost. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. What this feels bad to be Nasus because you know he's gonna be able to stack like 2 of these.
Yeah.
Riftmark going for the trade. Thanks a couple
Man
of
mode.
shots, but I respect
Man mode.
Yeah, I respect it. We see the ult comes out from the Ari, and the ult comes. The Ari ult is stolen, but it comes out from both of them. Spores has to flash, so she doesn't die.
Even if Junna hadn't
Riftmark E's full and Ares pops the ult, pops the W, pops the ghost. The Q's gonna come out here, and that's a plus 12. But meanwhile, in the mid lane, Ari did die to Junna, flashless and ultless. Is no surprise. Without the TP, that's a.
I was just about to touch on before we saw that top lane fight. Even before the flash came out from Spores, trading ult for ult is actually completely fine for the Silas. Sets him up perfectly to get the kill later on as the Water Dragon on kill red comes through. Why is the announcement bugged?
Yeah.
Man, small indie company.
Okay, so what did we just see there? Riftmark E'd forward quite aggressively to clear the wave, gets punished for it by Ares. We didn't see it there, but Riftmark cancelled Ares' recall. Now we see a fight here in the bot lane.
Oh, no.
They're walking aggressively. The Milio Q does connect onto the Ezreal, and the Jax tries to go forward. Ezreal but gets the Rakan has to flash away.
So we were talking about win conditions in the build up to this one. Ares is ahead. Ares is, he's 5/5 CS, not really a lot to shout about. But having the kill, getting the solo kill in that top lane matchup, when your opponent has Cull, he's getting himself fed, starting up that stacking. If I have a quick look, 141 stacks on the Nasus already.
Yeah,
so he's setting himself up quite well to carry. Whereas on the other side, Yuna is 2-0-0 already. Both of them solo kills. So all 3 of the kills in this game so far, solo kills.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no assists on either jungler.
And it could very quickly turn into Yuna versus Ares as to the outcome of this game.
What worries me about that though is just that it's Conqueror Silas with Nasus ult, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like most champs, Nasus has no problem 1v1ing if he's ahead, but Silas isn't one of them.
Or Conqueror Silas with Maokai ult to start off a fight. And the Maokai ult scaling with AP just shreds your team.
We've kind of already talked about this. Just the Silas pick is just so brutal this game.
Yeah. But we do roll on. Void Grub's going to be coming up very, very soon within the next few seconds.
Yeah, and we do see Maokai this time on the other side of the map, where Silas and Jax are both hovering them. Riftmark is based without TP, but I
Ooh, nice
imagine
charm.
Jax still won't have any problem killing them. Yeah, nice charm, but still loses half her health.
Yeah, but that could nearly be a kill if the charm doesn't come through there.
Yeah. So we see Void Grubs being taken by Jax. It's good to not see 6 Void Grubs going over to a Nasus. That could have been scary.
Honestly, with the Void Grubs, I feel like the first 3 Void Grubs are the most important. Because if you can secure at least 2 of them, then you're denying the like little voidlings from the other team.
I think the significance of I'll start shut up for a second.
Yeah.
We see the Orn ult coming out onto Nasus. We see Jax following up with the Q and the E. The Silas engages, doesn't want to press the ult, but the knockout comes out from the Orn and Riftmark takes the kill, which probably isn't ideal, but regardless, they do get the kill. The Maokai ult is coming out on the bot turret. Revolution is just barely not caught by it, so nothing else comes out of it. That was a bit of an ambitious dive by default, I think. The Milio ult was there.
And yeah, I mean, it's really, really good execution everywhere from Harvey's Angels. They completely lock up the Nasus. I hadn't actually seen Hikes and Yuna running top lane, so I saw the horn come out, and I'm just thinking, Riftman, what are you doing? Like, why are we looking for this? But no, really, really well played.
What was I talking about? I remember I made myself shut up because there was a fight. Right, I was gonna say Void Grubs. I think their significance kind of depends on your team. Where if you have like a really heavy snowball champ, I think the early Void Grubs are really good for getting plates. Whereas I think if you have something more like, I'm just gonna take the example of Nidalee top here, like Rack's pick. They got Void Grubs in the game we played against them, and he was just able to consistently poke down turrets for the entire game by just walking up for an auto attack, getting the 4 seconds of damage, and then going further. The Silas connects with the E, and Ahri is forced to ult out. That's not good for the Ahri. That's a lot of her survivability there. We see Rakan going to take awards. Jax Q's forward, but doesn't force. Rakan takes the ward, and Silas is potentially positioning aggressively here. They do know where he is.
Oh,
the E comes out, it connects.
Oh no.
Oh god. Yeah, still on a ward there. The flash comes out from the Jax and the stun and the kill.
Yeah, the Luden's companion already coming through. He's got the rifle in his inventory. Yeah, he's just stacking up bullets at this point.
Got the Glock.
Yeah.
And off the back of that play, we're watching Harvey's Angels secure the first dragon of the game. They're even in Void Grubs, even in Dragons. Silas flashes forward.
That is Cloud Soul.
Cloud Soul. I love Cloud Soul because it just makes for a really fast-paced game.
Yeah, that's true.
Now Silas is looking at this Ahri, flashless and ultless. I imagine Juna's got some devious thoughts in his mind. He wants to get those kills. We see Rakan dubbing forward onto the Lucian, but he does just dodge it with his relentless pursuit. Not quite caught. I've got to say, Ares losing a lot of his health here while farming, which you'd think this would just be a free stack lane, but Riftmark isn't really letting it happen.
I mean, he does have 234 stacks at 13 minutes. That is quite a significant number. I don't know what the timers are for NASA stacks, but that sounds pretty good.
I mean, honestly, in a lane like Ornn Nasus, I wouldn't be surprised to see Nasus with 450, maybe 500 stacks going 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But that is ambitious. That's a much more solo queue born idea. Regardless, we saw another attempt to play bot lane from slashPause, which doesn't come to fruition. Nuts E's forward, Lucian punishes it with also E'ing forward. Riftmark, what?
He's farming plates, baby.
Riftmark tanks a turret aggro from the Barmy Cinder.
Though,
tries to walk out the hype
teleport.
TB comes out from Spores and the Maokai ult connects onto the Ornn. Maokai flashes over to the Ahri is there to carry on the engage. We see Silas there though with the Maokai ult, catches out the Maokai, a lot of damage coming out, but the Nasus just keeps queuing him! And that is a kill for Nasus!
Oh, it's double. It's double on the Nasus. Both of them with stacks as well, and Ares with the shutdown on Tuyena. 3-1 now on this Nasus pick. Triforce is complete, and he is swinging. Oh, bad for the side of Harvey's Angel. Nuts just about to survive as well in the bot lane. Chase down the ignite ticking, and he's gonna fall.
So what did we just see there? I don't know. Okay, so Riftmark apparently forgot about Balmy Cinder.
Yeah.
And then it looked okay because of the Jax, but then the RETP came through, and there was like a bit of a scrap, but in the end, I mean, it was a 2-for-0 for.
Well, 2-for-1 if you count the bot lane kill technically.
That is true. That is true. Then Time Gear did salvage some of the situation with a kill, and also with the help of the Void Grubs, the first turret of the game. I mean, Time Gear was sort of a non-player in this game so far, but I think that has really put him like with a very strong lead.
But you've also got the Rift Herald that's gone over to slashPause here, which could be useful. Could help them break open a tower, equalize that objective score, and get some gold back. Although I know the new Herald is a little bit controversial with it being, drivable. I don't know how you feel about that. I think it's a bit wacky.
It is wacky. I do think it's pretty lit. Like, I guess we'll see how it's utilized this game.
To be honest, I can't wait to see how the pros start utilizing it because it's just funny, man.
I mean, I have seen it used as like a team fight tool, to be honest, because 250 true damage and the knock-up is not like insignificant, you know?
No. Well, no, that's like, I don't know, that's kind of the level almost you expect off like an Amumu ult in terms of CC and damage.
Yeah, it's obviously not easy to do.
No, but if you were, I know, I see what you mean.
Anyway, so I mean, Ares is very strong now. I'm not sure what to expect going into like the Silas Nasus matchup later on. I guess we'll see.
I mean, I think you're right. I think Silas just steals the Nasus ult and kind of has his way with the Nasus because you get all of that AP scaling on the percent health damage from the AoE on Nasus ult.
I do think it'll be a little bit of a heal reduction gap because both champs heal monstrous amounts. Although I guess Nasus not so much nowadays without Divine Sundra.
Okay, that is true.
I mean, I'm seeing the Lucian Ezreal matchup, and Lucian has a lead here, but I do think the Ezreal range is hard for Lucian to play into.
Yeah, it's not as big of a lead as I expected.
No.
For Vins.
Seeing the Drake being set up here for slashPause,
and
they have a lot
this is what I meant in the build-up as well. You see slashPause, they've got a few wards set up, they've got a few saplings. Now they've got the setup.
Oh, Ares catches out Lucian in the backline. The Wither comes out and he gets completely one-shot in 2 auto attacks. Jackson is trying to engage on the front line, but he has caught out another kill to Ares. The sapling goes on to Juna and he gets slowed in the backline. Gets asked his Zonius, but he's around 5 people. Splashes for no reason.
This is a raid boss. Oh no!
Triple
all 6 of the slashPause kills in the back pocket of the Nasus. 350 stacks at 18 minutes. That is a Vins moment of the highest order.
Yeah, And
it gifts slashPause their first Drake.
Wow.
On kill Air Dragon Blue, everybody.
That was a big game changer in how I perceive this game going forward.
Yeah.
That's 2 turrets. Harvey's Angels have had a pretty consistent gold lead up to this point, but it's been lost here. The Rift Herald comes out, doesn't quite connect, and Chop the Farmer is dropped in the turret range. That's embarrassing.
Oh no.
That is embarrassing.
Someone clearly hasn't got their driving license yet.
No.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. I didn't even think about the fact that you could miss Rift Herald now.
Yeah.
Like, what?
And if I'm honest, like that's funny and we can laugh at it, but that is really bad. Like for slashPause, like that is actually like not because that is pretty much unequivocally the most important
Oh
turret in
no,
the game.
Rift.
Rift will be alright. Rift will be alright.
I don't know. That's 2 Qs. That's 2 Qs, man. The Ares Nasus is scary.
I mean, Nuts plays very aggressively on this Ezreal, I've got to say. We see him eating forward and going for these, like, off-cooldown ults. Which I think is how you're supposed to play. Because if you look at it, his ult is already a quarter of the way to being on cooldown again.
Yeah, you just use it as a wave clear tool, and then every time you Q, you get the cooldown back, right? Like.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. He's forward there. We see him get punished for his waves. Although
the teleports.
All the teleports, Nasus is there. They're trying to catch out the oh my god, Riftmark ease onto the Nasus, gets a knockup, generates the backline with the Ariel. But the Riftmark ult comes out, knocks up Ares. Is no one gonna die? Malphite is coming out there in the backline. Riftmark is caught out. They're being with full engage. Riftmark is killed, eating in onto the Rakan, and does die for it.
Someone not called Ares got a kill for slashPause. Chop picking up the first non-Nasus kill onto Hikes.
And the E lands onto Time Gear, almost dies, but not quite, has to flash out. And they're gonna get the turret here.
Yeah. Oh my god. Until the Maokai came in from the top side, I genuinely thought we were gonna see a massive scuffle like that with nobody dying, but now turrets falling in the mid lane, not gonna pick up the second one quite yet. Ares is a monster, able to just stand in the front, soak all of that damage, and get his teammates out of a very sticky situation.
Yeah, I mean, the TPs all came out there. Very coordinated play from both teams, really. But I think slashPause just have a... If Nasus is there, he's just too strong, you know? Yeah. I mean, we thought, like, we see... Jax has a hard time playing here, because he has... It's kind of what we talked about. They, like... The Harvey's Angels really have to dive, but it's hard to dive into these champs. I will say, the start of that fight was played so well by Ezzy. When the Ezreal E'd forward, well, I mean, really quickly, that's a kill for Junna. Now that happened. Let's go back to what we were talking about. Like we saw Ezreal E'd forward, looked like he was gonna get punished for it. We saw the silence, but Ezzy perfectly charmed 3 people, disengaged them really well. We see Vince's muscle memory there, waiting for the red buff. Forgets that everyone gets it nowadays. Yeah, no, that was a really well played fight by slashPause. Ezreal E's to the side there, but the ult gets blocked by the Rakan. He is low, but the kill isn't gonna quite come through.
I think Chop is maybe the one person that can't kill.
I would have loved to see that. Okay.
Oh my god.
And now Harvey's Angels are looking for Baron here. I mean, with the timers for slashPause, I'm not sure they're going to be able to contest it.
Nah, they can't. There's no way, surely.
Khan is looking.
They're going to try, maybe.
I mean, Silas does have the Maokai ult. Maybe Chop looked for the deal, but no, nothing.
They're just walking past to pay their respects for Baron dying. The Maokai ults, both Maokai ults, but the disengage is good. Spore's Charm going to go wide. Ezzy diving forward, but the first kill going over to Time Gear, diving backwards, kiting away now on the side of Harvey's Angels as well. Oh my god, it's catastrophe. Ares is finding his mark.
Oh god.
Oh no, it's another one for Nuts. The Ezreal now on the board, online with 2 items. Ares doesn't need any more kills. He's now donating them over so his teammates can catch up.
Wow, okay. So... What? Okay, I'll be real. I thought that was going really well for Harvey's Angels, because Ezreal traded so much health there in mid lane, and the Baron was completely free. But then the follow-up engage, and they got back. They had to kite back, and they just played perfectly into the Ezreal ult, and the Nasus ghost. They couldn't get away from him. Ares, I've got to say, is playing this game like a fucking mastermind.
I just want to give a quick shout out as well, though, to Chop. I feel like Chop's been in the team fights. Yes, Ares kind of forged his own lead. I'm not gonna lie, and he is the big reason why this game is going how it is. But Chop has been real solid so far. We did talk about it at the top of the game. He kind of went under the radar last season because the team he was on, his laners maybe weren't performing to a level that meant he could do the things he wanted to do. It feels like he's definitely got the space for that here on slashPause.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, we are going to see another Forge God called, though. Is going to catch the Rakan.
Connect onto the Rakan and the damage comes through. Okay, well that's a bit of a random kill. The Maokai ult comes out. Riftmark is caught in the fire. We see TP's coming up from the backline. We see Ares TPing as well as
he's stunned up, though.
Oh, Ares gets completely one-shot in the backline. And Junior's going further with the Ariel, going onto the backline. The Iki gets onto the Ari, and the Sun just comes out with so much survivability. Is anyone else going to die? The Iki...
Yuna's going to die.
Okay, I mean, Junna ulted forward again, dies for it. But that was a really big play for Harvey's Angels. Ares was just instantly killed from his TP. And I mean, as we've seen, this team has very little gold if they don't have the Ares. Hikes. Okay, Hikes just did something.
That's the moment that we were talking about. Rift tanking tower.
Is also going to fall to the Ezreal.
Oh no, it's a disaster.
Oh god damn it, Harvey's Angels, for fuck's sake!
It's a disaster. It was all going so well, man. They just overextend for the inhib.
Oh god. Junna did it, and then Hikes did it, and then Riftmark did it, and then Vince did it. All one after the other.
Yeah, and the worst part is, like you say, they went one by one by one. If they all commit and go together, it maybe works. But they went one by one, and they get knocked over like dominoes by slashPause.
Okay, well, anyway, so it looked like... Well, okay, I will say, though, gold is exactly equal.
But
so it's not like the gold lead is...
Counterpoint, one side has a 520 stack, or 540 stack Nasus. The other side doesn't.
Okay. That is true, but I will say that I actually think it's right now when Nasus starts getting weaker. Because Nasus, even though he's an infinite scaling champ, he gets fucked too hard by CC.
For sure, but outside of the Ornn knockups and the Jack stun, where's your CC?
I mean, I mean, I'm thinking like, Ornn knockups aren't insignificant. Because the thing is that that doesn't... All of that CC is going to be put on Ares, you know what I mean? They don't really have another target for it. And the burst, I think, will be too much.
My point is, though, more so that if they have to connect all of the CC. None of it is point and click. It is all, Ares has to be standing close enough to a wall, or to be fair, you have to hit the skill shot.
We actually did just see it happen in that last fight there.
Riftmark comes through, lands onto Nuts.
Orlando's the nuts, and the Maokai ult comes out as a disengage. Jax eats forward, gets a knock-up onto the... Gets a stun onto the top farm, but the Riftmark knock-up comes out.
No TP. There's no Nasus in this fight.
Nasus isn't here, but I guess that's why they're disengaging. Silas takes the Maokai ult, preparing for another fight, potentially. Well, overall, I think that was good. Okay, I will say, I think I do favor Harvey's Angels in these later fights now, like, around now. I think Lucian is currently kind of on a spike. He's hit his 3 items. All the Ornn upgrades, especially, are starting to come through now.
One Fallen Sacrifice really going to make it easier for Vins to kill off this Nasus in the fights. Because that's like the one Ornn item I actually remember from Season 13. Because Kraken has always been upgradable.
Yeah.
Mid control completely being given over here by slashPause. Harvey's Angels trying to gain all of the prio.
Nasus staying topside. It does potentially look like they're looking for an
big
engage.
chunk onto Vins.
Yeah, the heal comes out actually from the Maokai ult comes out from Junna. Chop the Farm is caught out between 5 different people here. But Ares on the back gets the Wither onto Lucian. Easy getting a kill, but Ares is getting completely one-shot by Junna. Never mind, maybe not getting one-shot by Junna. Is Ares going to fall? I don't know. Riftmark comes in, but they're just getting torn apart by slashPause.
1 for 1.
Nuts keeps doing damage from the backline.
1 for 2.
They're trying to look forward, but it's a 1 for 2 in the end.
Yeah, really, really close fight. That felt like it genuinely could have gone either way. But it's
Wing onto Juna the flash from Ari to avoid the silencing. I mean, the TB from Ares finally comes through.
Oh,
Juna holds forward into the Ari jump and just slides to the key before he can get the hill. That's a disaster.
Yeah, that's Dragon for slashPause.
Okay, so that fight there, I mean, we saw the engage from Rift and Hikes, the Ornn and the Jax, but Spores played that fight so well.
Yeah.
Just like many great charms, and they weren't quite able to kill Ares in the backline, and by that point the Ornn and the Jax had been dealt with, and from there it was kind of a wrap. Lucian going forward onto the Nasus, but he just withers.
Quickness is burned there as well from Ezzy. Don't think that needed really to be thrown down, but gets him out. Just a quick thought. How much scarier does this Nasus get if he gets Cloud Soul?
Even a little bit. We see Harvey's Angels here. Oh, Riftmark fucks up the ult. Oh, I don't think they're going to be getting the Baron here.
There's going to be a fight. Here comes the Maokai.
The ult comes out. It connects onto Jax. They're going in on him. The E comes out, and so does the quickness. Lucian ult damage comes on top of the farm, but Hikes gets completely one shot. We see Jin on Ari in the backline, but he's not able to get the kill. Ares kills Amelia. Riftmark here is caught between 5 people.
Rift isn't tanky enough.
Ezzy does walk forward here, almost dies to the Lucian. You know? You see Ares damage in the backline. Jin goes on top of the farm, but top of the farm just seems too big. They can't get the kill. Is Ares gonna be able to kill him? Not quite. Blast goes out. But our slashPause are going to be able to take the Baron here uncontested. Juna may be looking for a play, though. I wouldn't mind seeing one.
I don't know if he can with that HP. He's just trying to force them off it with the Maokai ult.
But Ares can body block. Yeah, I don't think he can do anything about it. The Baron is going to go over to slashPause here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And with the Baron, the gold lead shall follow. slashPause starting to stamp their authority on this one. Soul in 3 minutes is probably what they're going to be looking for next. But now we have a moment of calm, so should we assess the situation a little bit?
Yeah, we can assess the situation. Harvey's
32 minutes.
Looks fucked.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment.
I think a lot of it's going to come down to this dragon. I think Cloud Soul is so massive in this coordinated play that I think it's quite game winning.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see a win con for Harvey's Angels anymore. Lucian just can't kill the Nasus, but when they really need him to. I imagine honestly slashPause will be looking to play aggro with their ultimates here.
But it's exactly as we said, right? The Lucian is not able to walk up and hit things, therefore, slashPause really starting to struggle. Ezreal ult comes through, but splits the uprights from Yuna.
The Baron siege here is pretty cataclysmic.
Especially when you have just Ezreal Q poking you every half a second.
If you want the stack check, we're currently looking at 675.
Oh my god. Jesus.
675.
Jesus wept. My word, man. And, Ares really laid the foundation for this, but boy have his teammates stepped up to join the fight. If you look down the scoreboard, everyone on slashPause having an amazing showing.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens here, but I've got to say that Chop and Spores have been, well, honestly, all of them, but Chop and Spores have been really notable names. The Ornn ult comes out, but I don't think that's going to make a fight happen.
Optimistic. That Flash E is optimistic as well.
The Ghost comes out from Ares. Doesn't quite get the win on the Lucian, but Riftmark is just caught between 5 people, just going to die. We see Rakan going onto the backline with Chop Farmer. So Silas does one-shot the Rakan, but he just can't get more. The Maokai W comes through onto time gear. He's just going to die to the Nasus. Hikes is between 4 people here. Gets to kill the Maokai, but I think he's just going to die. We see Ares on the Amelia on the backline.
Yeah, that's
Jax
game.
falls. That's
my
game.
word. Yeah, my word. It was an optimistic charge forward from the Harvey's Angels squad, a last throw of the dice, if you will, and it very much did not pay off.
No.
I think they kind of had to go for it, but a very convincing victory to open up the season for slashPause.
Yeah,